A first-of-its-kind credit union has opened in Nebraska. Its target audience and staff look a little younger than you'd expect. As 6 News' Bella Caracta reports, this credit union aims to be more of a teacher than banker.
Before the sun fully rises on Tuesday and Thursday mornings, Plattsmouth High School junior Daniel and sophomore Micah take on their new responsibilities. At the credit union tucked into the main hallway of their high school.
How do I start an account here?
Well, it's actually pretty easy, you know. You just look at this pamphlet here. It's totally free.
Plattsmouth High School and Cobalt Credit Union have partnered to set up the first high school credit union branch in the state. It's run by students and supervised by Cobalt staff.
So I contacted Cobalt and they got me an interview set up and now I'm here.
Daniel Barajas wants to go into the trades after graduation, but he knows this unpaid experience will pay him dividends later. Now, much more aware of money, he's checking his balance often.
Just to see, you know, how much I have left in there, how much I need to put towards savings, towards gas, you know, stuff that I need.
At the credit union, they help start the process of opening checking accounts, answer questions, and deposit money.
How do I deposit?
You can deposit money here through cash, but we don't take card yet, or you can just go directly to the branch and deposit a check there.
The Financial Literacy Act, passed by Nebraska state senators in 2021, went into effect this school year. It requires 1 semester of personal finance to graduate from a public or private high school in the state. This credit union just adds to the curriculum, says Kendra Kane with Cobalt.
As the teacher's talking about personal finance, then they are able to see here with the branch on site, there is that real world connection.
For Daniel, teaching others has helped him too.
And I've helped others outside of this, you know, just to encourage them to open up a bank account. If not with Cobalt, then, you know, just one in general.
On your side, in Plattsmouth, Bella Caracta, 6 News.
The school and credit union are hoping to add other elements of financial literacy, like in-class presentations. Cobalt managers say the goal is to implement this in other schools across the state.